Here.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
And here we go. This is Mike Lodge. I am the business advisor, and it is a Friday morning. Beautiful day out. Did my chores, walked the dog, did my good deed. So, today's Friday. You guys made it through the week. You're blessed, so spread some blessings. Whatever blessing that you have to spread, spread it. Do something good. Do a good deed today. It's a good day for that. It's on a Friday. Listen, a lot of us have been watching the job market. We've been watching what's happening out there with jobs and hiring and layoffs and massive layoffs. Lots of layoffs. And what we're seeing is also the Gen X's. Now, Gen Zers, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not quite sure what you guys are called anymore. But you guys are doing something bad for your career. And a lot of you are going onto TikTok. You say you're worn out, you're stressed out, you're exhausted. So you're doing what it's called, you're going on the TikTok and you're doing what is called a Quittok. That's the big thing now, Quittok. Everyone's going on and saying, I'm quitting my job because of such and such a reason. Listen, we employers, when we hire individuals, just remember that we go on to social media and we research you. We see exactly what you're saying about your former employers. We're seeing about what you think about your work. We're seeing you complain about how tired you are. We're seeing you complain about people even in your companies, in the jobs that you currently have. And we're seeing how you're quitting. And when you do quit, you're mentioning your company's names. Now, ask yourself, do you think that we as employers want to see that? Do you think that we want to you come into our office and then we have to do research on you and we see that you're really not that great of a candidate? When you're out there complaining, when you're out there moaning and groaning how tough life is and how you think you deserve such and such, you're probably not going to be a good employer, right fit for my company. You just won't be. Because I like individuals who get out there and do stuff, who think beyond what I tell them I would like for them to do, who improve things, who suggest things that we should and should not do. I like what we used to call get up and go people. When I started my firm back in the 80s, I wanted to take on projects that no one else wanted to take on. And I did. That's how I got my name known back then. When people wanted a consolidated financial statement put together from scratch and they didn't have anybody in-house to do it, they would call and say, hey, Mike, come over here. We need your help. Or they wanted me to do a walkthrough of their facility or whatever they wanted me to do, I did it. And that's how I got my experience. That's how I got my education. Yeah, going to college was fine. It got me the basics. But taking on projects and jobs that no one else wanted to take on, that's how I got known. And that's how I built my firm. So my firm has been going on ever since the 80s until this day. Because I take on things that no one else wants to do. And there are a lot of things that people don't know how to do. But they say, I don't know how to do it, so I can't do it. That's the bad attitude. You do it and you say, yeah, I know how to do it. And then you study like hell on knowing how to do it. Gen X's, listen, you got to buckle up here. Because if you're going on to Quittok, if you're going on to Quittok on TikTok and quitting your job and making a big old scene that it's all about you, guess what? I don't want to hire you because it's all about you. I don't want to hire individuals where everything revolves around you. I want to know exactly what you think. I want to know what you're going to do for the company. I want to know what you're going to do for your career. Yes, I want to know that. Because if your career becomes stronger, my company will become stronger. But if you're going to sit there and complain and go onto TikTok and quit, I'm sorry, as an employer, and in fact, HR people are even telling you guys, stop it. Because when we see you quitting so many different jobs, it's not good news. It's not good news for us. We don't even want to sit down and talk with you after a while. So you'll probably get one interview, then we'll do our research, and that's it. Because of all of the negativity that you're doing. You see, negativity, and if it's all selfishness all around you, we don't care. We don't want that kind of individual working for us. Unless there's a hiring individual that's just like you and likes everything that you're saying, because that person's a quitter too. But if you're coming to my company, if you're going to other companies and they're looking at you very closely, and we're going on to your Facebook page and seeing that you're drinking and going to parties and all that other stuff, and that you're complaining and moaning and groaning about how hard you're working when really you're not working, because we can see it by your partying. Think, you guys. Think just a little bit. Because you will grow if you show that you're the type of individual that does grow and that is willing to take on projects no one else wants to take. And will speak their mind when they see something that is not kosher. And that will not complain about their employer or the people that they're working with. Can't do it. That is a big no-no. One of the other issues that we're having that we're really beginning to think about, because we've had so many layoffs, right? Especially in the banking industry. And so the question has to come into your mind, is your bank account safe? Is your bank account safe? Because once we have not so many eyes looking at an issue, things come up. Mass layoffs have weakened the cybersecurity across the finance sector. And at the moment, we are facing a lot of fraud issues. Individuals who are saying that they're with crypto and that you can make all this kind of money and nothing is even close to it. Because they have a scam, they have a scheme that they're working you on. Also, individuals who are trying to get into your bank accounts. People who are fraudsters trying to get into your computers, your cell phones. So, since we don't have that layer of individuals working on the cybersecurity in the finance sector, we have to do it ourselves, and we have to make sure that we're protecting ourselves. That's why I think each and every single one of you need to sit down and look at what security apparatuses that you have on your laptops, on your phones, on your desktops. So I'm reviewing it all the time. I'm looking at it all the time. And it's important because I know that there are individuals out there who are very, very tricky. And they're sending you all these emails. I get tons and tons of emails every single week from individuals who are trying to send me an invoice, who are trying to get me to buy something on Walmart, or who say I have an order on Walmart. There are tons and tons of scammers out there trying to get to your money. And there are some people who fall for it. And they should never fall for it. If you're getting emails of something like an invoice or anything like that that says that you owe them money and that they're going to process the payment, delete it, block it. Do not open those up. Don't even call the phone numbers on them, because what they are is they will try to get your credit card information. So we have a lot of these scams going on, and we have to be very, very careful. Right now, there's a lot of scams. If you've got student loans out there, people are calling you, hey, you've got to pay off your student loan or else we're going to arrest you. Same thing with the IRS. They're doing it with the IRS. They're doing it with various local governments. They're doing it every single which way. And most of these are being generated from Pakistan, from India, from Nigeria. Those are the 3 top fraud countries out there. Now, I get them every single day. These beautiful, beautiful Asian ladies contact me on my email or on my Facebook saying, hey, I'd like to get to know you more. Do you have WhatsApp? That's the first question they get you on. They want WhatsApp. And they will never show their face. Never show their face. And they will never admit to what they actually do. This is the common theme. They contact you and say, oh, what do you do for a living? And I tell them. And then they say, oh, well, I do design work, and I own an architecture work or a house fitting company, something like that. They always have the same storyline, the same script. And then they will say, my uncle says on crypto, crypto is the number 1 fraudsters out there. I tell you, they're all around. If anybody approaches you on crypto, just block them, delete them. Don't let them talk to you, because it's a scam. So we have all of these cybersecurity issues that we have to worry about now on our own, and we should be worried about the security on our computer systems, on our cell phones. There's a lot to think about now. We have job security. We have job layoffs. We have companies going out of business. We have bankruptcies up the yin-yang now because they have increased. We have interest rates that are going up. We have car sales that can't sell their cars because the prices are too high and the interest rate on cars are too high. So automobile dealerships are sitting there with cars in inventory, but they can't sell them. We've got a lot of economic issues that are out there that when you listen to the president or you listen to politicians, especially out of the Federal Reserve and out of the Treasury of Yellen, it's a waste of time to listen to them because they don't look at the entire picture. They don't look at how you and I are having to deal with our finances every day. And they don't care about the cybersecurity that we have to worry about now, or the job security that we have to worry about now. They don't care. They're worried about spending their money, raising their taxes, and pushing their political agendas. When it comes to caring about the American people, they don't care. Get that through our heads. They don't care. They are politicians, and that's what they push, is political agendas. And a lot of them are terrible political agendas. So sit back, relax, know that you're blessed, know that you're still surviving, you're still going forward, you're not falling backwards. And think a little bit before you listen to politicians, because right now you are going to be involved in a lot of nonsense, because we're getting close to 2024 and that's election year. And now the gloves are coming off and the nails are coming out and they're going to scratch eyes out. So just get ready for it. Listen, this is Mike Lodge. If you would like to have sit down with me, you can do so. You can schedule it online at www.lodge.co.com. If you have a business question, send it to me at thebusinessadvisor@gmail.com. That's Z as in zebra. Everybody go out and have a great day. Let's listen to some jazz. It's time. Bye.